Hi guys, so just want to go over quickly how to do problems in S26 on IXL. So you get two types of problems. You have to either find an equation of a line that is perpendicular to a given line or parallel to a given line. Okay, so you must remember two things. Number one, if the lines are perpendicular, then the slopes are opposite reciprocals. So step one, you always have to find the slope. So here the slope is negative 10 over 9. So perpendicular slope would be opposite reciprocal of that, which means we need to change the sign and flip it. So that becomes 9 over 10. Okay, and then what we're going to do is we're going to take our regular slope intercept form, because that's what they want us to use, which looks like this, and we are going to substitute our new slope and the given point into this equation. Okay, so y is negative 6, the new slope is 9 over 10, x is negative 5, and we have to solve it for this b. I'm going to use cursive b so you guys can see. So now we're going to just solve the equation. So 9 over 10 times negative 5 is negative 9 over 2 plus b. We're going to add 9 over 2 to both sides. And they want the equations to be written as fractions. I think they said they don't want decimals. So that gives us b is equal negative 6 can be written as negative 12 over 2 plus 9 over 2 is negative 3 over 2. Once we find our b, so by solving this equation, we're going to go back and replace in y equals mx plus b, we're going to replace only the slope and only the y-intercept. So we're going to leave y and x alone. So our final answer for this problem is going to be y equals 9 over 10x minus 3 over 2. Okay. In the next problem, we are asked to find equation of a line that is parallel. And parallel lines have slopes that are the same. So that means that our slope is going to be just negative 3 over 4. Again, this is our x and y. We're going to substitute those into y equals mx plus b. So y was negative 3. The slope is negative 3 over 4 times x, which was 4, plus our b. Okay, so negative 3 over 4 times 4 is just negative 3 plus b. We're going to add 3 to both sides, and we get that b equals 0. So now we're going to take our standard form, slope-intercept form of a linear function, and replace only the slope and the y-intercept in it. So the slope was negative 3 over 4x, b is 0, so I don't need to write that in. So the answer to question 2 is negative 3 over 4. Now let's look at another problem. I'll do 2 more just so you guys get the hang of it. So in this case, we ask again about parallel lines. So it means the slope is going to be the same. So y equals mx plus b. Remember, this is your x and y. So y was 2. The slope is 1 over 6 times x, which is negative 9, plus b. So negative 9 over 6 can be simplified to negative 3 over 2. We're going to add 3 over 2 to both sides. And this gives us that b is equal to, so 2 is the same as 4 over 2. So 4 over 2 plus 3 over 2 is 7 over 2. And now again, we're going to take our y equals mx plus b We're going to only replace the slope and the y-intercept. So the slope was 1 over 6x, and the y-intercept is 7 over 2. Okay, and the last one, okay, this time we're asked to find a perpendicular line, which means the slope was going to be opposite reciprocal. This one is 2 over 1, so opposite reciprocal of that is going to be negative 1 over 2. And then we are going to, again, plug it in into y equals mx plus b. So y is negative 2, m is negative 1/2, x is negative 10 plus b. Okay, so we get negative 2 equals negative 1/2 times negative 10 is 5 plus b. We're going to subtract 5 from both sides. And we get that b is equal to negative 7. So again, y equals mx plus b. We're going to replace the slope and y-intercept. So the slope was negative 1/2, and the y-intercept was negative 7. Okay, and that's it. I hope this helps you guys.